I understand the key technologies as a mandatory element in order to find solutions for the grand societal challenges. And this is the importance, and I'm pleased to see this in the political debate, because if you justify research money, then it's much easier, much better understood by the citizen when the taxpayers' money is spent for solutions or for potential solutions for the grand societal challenges. For solutions you need innovations. And innovation needs many, many elements, among others research and innovation. This is fine, and in this aspect I guess we do have all the potential. But what we are lacking in Europe, in my view, is an innovation-inspiring culture, an environment, an attitude to accept more failure and risk behavior. These elements are not so often seen here in Europe compared to other regions of the world.
Well, these key enabling technologies are actually the technologies of the future. Most of the products that we are able to manufacture in the EU, because of our competitive advantages, will now and in the future integrate all of these key enabling technologies. So if we want to remain competitive, to create jobs, to have growth, but also if we want to be able to address all these societal challenges, the aging of the population, resource efficiency, renewable energy, climate change, we need, of course, to master and to deploy these key enabling technologies in the EU. So, of course, they are of key importance. The only problem is that up to now we don't have any KET policy or any KET strategy in the EU. And this contrasts, of course, with what the other regions in the world have done. They have started building up, implementing a full-fledged KET policy. So what we need to do now is to use all these ingredients and to coordinate all that just to start implementing a KET policy. We are in a situation where we need to promote, to sustain growth, and KET is a key pillar for such a strategy to reinforce growth and to create jobs.
Everybody wants a high quality of life. They want to have a health system that is working, they want to have ICT, they want to have mobility, and these things will only be available if we can manage the 6 key enabling technologies and have the manufacturing and production here in Europe, because otherwise, if that goes away, it's not only that the research goes, but it's also that the employment and the jobs go, and then of course the European societal model as we do it today is endangered. Europe has to develop its own model because we don't have the financing in China and we do not have the entrepreneurial spirit and the funding available that the US is doing. We have to use our strengths, so we have to work together and use the proximity of the value chain partners, use that we have big and small company ecosystems which are really capable, use existing industries where we are world leaders and also grow new things, and of course concentrate then on niche products which are more complex and can live with the European way of doing things. We have to change the way that public and private is working together, and we see the cornerstone of that kind of discussion: how do we set up public-private partnerships with trust from both sides to speed up the European innovation system. From our own side, from the chemical industry side, we have come up with a proposal on the process industry side to improve resource efficiency and energy efficiency. We are engaging into the water innovation partnerships with significant resources, and we think smart cities, the quality of life in Europe, is one of the topics where the chemical industry can drive innovation along the value chain.
The key enabling technologies are indeed very important through the new perception of production. Key emerging technologies are helpful to solving and societal challenges like aging. It is foreseen that by 2050 we will have an increase of 70% of people aging above 65, and at the same time the 80 plus ages will have increased 170%. The enabling technologies, by the tools providing for very premature diagnosis or low-cost therapies, are keeping this problem rather in good track for solving with low cost and having elderly people rather happy. I'm sorry to say that we will be needing very urgently a very comprehensive, consistent set of rules and instruments, starting from the production up to the investment and the patents required. For I understand that not the inventor is naturally anticipated to gain from what he is inventing, but the one who is very quickly commercializing his idea. I'm referring to the competition we are facing from the United States and the Asia, that is Korea and Japan.
So we at Umicore, we associate ourselves with several key enabling technologies, such as advanced materials, advanced manufacturing, and to some extent also nanotechnology. What we expect from the key enabling technologies is that they help us to re-establish a unique selling proposition, which is something Europe had in the past in several areas. I think about cameras, I think about electronics, I think about drugs, but was losing or has lost over the past years. So we hope that these key enabling technologies will help us to re-establish this unique selling proposition. What we, out of our experience, are looking for is, for example, a much better coordination to align the different efforts, start with on education, across different school levels, across different countries, so that all parts of the innovation chain get a training, a repeated training, continuous education on how to deal with those advanced technologies, with those advanced materials. That is one of the recommendations we want to give also to complement the current initiative. I think this would be of major help in getting this whole process of innovation faster and position us again as one of the players that can stand its position compared to Asia and compared to the United States.
I think, first of all, if we don't have developed these key enabling technologies, we might not have the jobs and the manufacturing capabilities in Europe which we want to have in Europe. I think the lesson from the crisis which we have learned is that the countries with a good manufacturing capacity came out of the crisis better than those countries who had no manufacturing capacity. And from that point of view, I think we believe that we would like to keep manufacturing in Europe. In order to keep manufacturing in Europe, we have to be able to control these key enabling technologies. You must have materials research. You must be able to do nanotechnologies. You must be able to control photonics and micro nano electronics. Only then we will be able to have the products which we need for the world market and which still can produce in Europe. I think if the European taxpayer pays for research and pays also a subvention to establish this kind of technology in Europe, they will also expect that some of this production is in Europe and not the majority of this production is in Asia. So I think here we have to find ways and means to make sure that we have this kept in Europe.
I think there are key challenges for Europe. How to keep in the front of, let me say, quality of life, but also in the front of competition worldwide. And the thing is that key enabling technologies combine both challenges. To have more sustainable, to have a better life, to have new technologies, but also to produce these products and services in Europe. This is the key thing. I usually say you use it or you lose it. We have a lot of knowledge, we must produce it in Europe. This is the question of tonight. We cannot wait that long because other parts of the world are speeding up enormously. So my answer might be yes, we have in potential good companies, good universities. We need a hub to production of high-value products in Europe. I don't want everyone, every university and company to go in this first-class innovation. No, what I want that some regions, some countries put also their money, together with European money, together with regional money, together with venture capital, to show that things can happen in this part of the world.